Go ahead, Ken.
Bryson, congratulations. Just an extraordinary day offensively. 5 touchdowns, 171 yards rushing, one TD pass to your front ear. Just how did the flow go? I mean, it certainly seemed to go well for the first 3 quarters of the game. Then you got more resistance from ECU.
Yes, sir. First off, ECU is great defense. It's the best defense we faced all year. They had a good plan. They came in, they were hitting hard. But I thought our guys responded well. They played tough. Coach Worley also had a great plan to counterattack it. And I'm just really proud of the toughness our guys showed today.
I just want to check 31 carries today. That's a lot. Is that just your mindset? You want to carry the ball? You want to take the responsibility for the team on that?
It's whatever the defense gives us. And, that's what we need to do today. Some games I'm only carrying it a couple, like 10, 12 times like last week. But this week, that's what we needed to do to gain yardage and get in the box. So if that's what we need, I'm willing to do it.
Yes, Miles, tell us about the touchdown play, 13 yards from your friend here, Bryson. Tell us about the play.
Yes, sir. So it was well blocked, called at the right time, and I just happened to be the guy in the position to receive the ball, but it was a well-thrown ball. I mean, it was just like we drew it up. So sometimes you get thrown in the game, you get in that moment, and you just got to execute your job.
Did you feel ECU made adjustments that they have in the second half, made it tougher?
I think it was a tough game. It was grinded out, and I wouldn't say it was adjustment. I would just say like they were a good team, and they're probably the best team we played, and we're going to play great teams all season.
Congratulations on setting the single season rushing touchdown record. I don't know if you were aware, but maybe can you talk about what that means to you?
Yeah, it's just an absolute testament to this offense. So the offense of Coach Worley, put in the O-line, the guys like Miles blocking outside. I guess 2 or 3 of those touchdowns today were walk-in touchdowns. So I'm extremely lucky to be in the position I am. And it's just a testament to the whole offense.
Is this game maybe something you guys haven't had a game where you really had to play deep into the fourth quarter other than the FAU? Is this a game that can help you guys maybe down the road? The fact that you were out there to the very end.
100%. Football's 4 quarters, and it's been a while since we had to play the whole 4 quarters with the starters. So it was very good for us moving forward. And we had to grind out a whole game and score some more touchdowns to really finish it off. So I think that's great for our team, and we needed that.
Bryson, for the games that have been played so far, it seemed like passing was a part of the game. Today, it just seemed that it was just the right amount and just the right success to really keep them off guard enough to open up the running game. Talk about how important it's been to develop the passing game and to have the success, even though you're not using it a lot,
Sure.
But to have the success when you do use it.
Yeah, when you're running the ball really well, like we have all season, you're going to have to start committing more guys on defense, committing safeties to the box, corners to the box. And when that happens, you have to be able to hit passes. And we had some guys go up and make some great plays today. Like Casey's catch was unbelievable. And he does it all the time in practice, and I'm glad he got to show it out there today. But Coach Roy did a great job of dialing some of those up at opportune times. So that was really good for offense today.
Bryson, you guys on the running game seemed a little more conservative today than in other games this year. A lot more, keeping the ball inside as opposed to going outside. Was that? I assume that was the game plan.
Yes, sir. So a lot of their coaches have been at triple option schools, played against a lot of triple option, and so they really knew how to defend it. And they sent they're a heavy pressure team. So that, deters you away from the option sometimes. But we knew we'd be able to hit the inside zone follow stuff. And, it worked out today, and the O linemen, did their thing.
Second final question, how good to have Tyrell back, either one of you guys?
T-Rob's a spark plug. Everybody's excited. Y'all could be in this meeting room when T-Rob is called on anytime. Like everybody's eyes just light up. And when he touched the ball, I mean, you just heard a gasp like of the crowd. Like everybody just held their breath because he's electric. So having him back, having that threat in the backfield and a leader in our room is a great feeling. And it just shows like perseverance. He's been through a lot, and his perseverance and being able to one touch go for about 20 yards was just. Everybody sees that. Everybody knows hard work gets you somewhere.
About hard work, it's your senior year, you've been putting in the time on blocking on the edge. I know it's a team goals, but to get that first touchdown for you, it must mean a lot to you.
Yeah, it means a lot, and I think everybody on this team will tell you it's a lot that goes into this offense, and blocking. Anytime Bryson scores, I feel like I score. So anytime Kanye scores, I feel like I score. So. We always preach finish in the end zone, and you always want to finish in the end zone with your block. And as long as the team's finishing in the end zone and we're winning games, like everybody's bought in. So I think the culture is great, and we're all playing for our brothers.
You guys are 7-0 going into the break for Air Force. Got to be a great feeling. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's obviously a great feeling. We've been able to make it out of these games, winning on the scoreboard. But just moving forward, we have to come in with that 1-0 mentality like we have every week this year. Our whatever ranking we have, whatever record we have, it doesn't matter. Especially going into this next one. So just getting the guys' mentality right, and we'll get them ready to go.
Can you walk us through the spin move touchdown? What was going on there?
Yeah, so it was just we had an extra guy off the back edge, and he took a too sharp of an angle downhill, and it was I get made fun of because I don't have many juke moves like these guys. It was kind of just reactionary, dropped the shoulder, and his momentum kind of made me spin. So it just happened.
You did finish it with a stiff arm into the end zone.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Anyone else? Questions out here?
Right, so it seemed like today you were doing more shotgun and more spread offense. Is that just becoming more part of your offense?
It's just part of the game plan this week. We knew with what they were giving us that being out of the shotgun and spreading them out a little bit was what we needed to do to have success. And we're capable of doing it. We did it all last year, and we've done a good amount this year. And so it helps the versatility of this offense if we can go in and out, and that showed today.
All right, let's move to Zoom. Who do we have? Joe, you can go ahead.
Hey guys, congratulations on the win today. Bryson, to go back to your first touchdown run, not sure if you were able to see this from your vantage point, but it looked really impressive on TV. Noah's block on the perimeter, on the corner, he held, and when I say held, I don't mean illegally held, but he hand fought that guy and held him for probably 6 or 7 seconds. Did you get an opportunity to see that, and how impressive was that block?
Oh yeah. So with the iPads on the sideline, I was able to, see that, and all day. Noah Short, Miles, Hayden Reed, they blocked their tail off on the edge, and those receivers too. The linemen, they block for good runs, but those guys on the edge, those are touchdown blocks, and they made a bunch of them today, and making my job really easy.
And you mentioned the fact that East Carolina's probably got the best run defense you guys have faced all year, and they did. Yet you still rushed for 295 yards, probably would have been 300 had you not gone victory formation at the end there, and 45 points. What does that say about the toughness of this offense?
Yeah, it's a tough group, no matter what challenge we're faced with, and we were challenged this week, which is a big test. The guys responded. They were hitting us in the mouth that first drive, and we had to hit a big pass to get us going. But from then on out, the guys just played extremely hard, and they executed well. And it was really great to see that from the unit.
And Bryson, follow-up final question. The play action pass you hit the Casey to open the game. Was that something that you guys got based on the look East Carolina was giving you, or how long, I guess, had that been game planned all week, or when did you know that was going to be play number one?
Yeah, we put it in this week, and we knew we'd have a good look with their defense. And, Coach Worley he talked about it earlier in the week that, someone's gonna have to convince him to not call it first play. And I said, I'm not gonna convince you. So, and he called it, he trusted us, and, Casey made a good play.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Ken?
Hi, Bryson and Miles. Bryson, that first play that Joe was just referencing, how much of a difference does it make with the way East Carolina was going to defend you the rest of the game? Does opening them up on the first play just put them on defensive?
Oh yeah, for sure. You hit play action early in the game, especially first play. You at least have the safeties thinking about that. You have the corners thinking about that they can't just run support immediately. So that's something that opens up the run game, and it did. And then we had to go back to some play action a couple more times later because they started coming down again. But that's what's so good about this offense right now is we're able to hit those play actions when we need to, and with great receivers, great slots that are catching those balls.
Bryson, you guys get a week off, a bye before Air Force. Just tell us, as a college football player, and I know you guys don't go on vacation, but how critical is it getting just this little break in the season and extra prep for Air Force?
Yeah, bye weeks are extremely important for us. Guys allows guys to get healthy, get some miles off their legs, but we're also practicing every day, and we're going to need to get ready for the team we're playing. But it's extremely important. It's going to be a big advantage for us.
Miles, your first score in your career, yes?
Yes, sir.
All right. I know it's a team game and you do a lot of other things out there, but how did that feel?
Like I said, it was a surreal moment. I mean, you dream about that your whole life, but just being in a position doing your job for the team, I mean, anything.
And last for you, Miles, you mentioned T-Rob earlier. He had that big run in the third quarter, 23 yards. I'm sure everybody got stoked about seeing that run and seeing that he's still capable of doing this. What was the reaction on the sidelines? Did you talk to him?
Yeah, so we always believe in T-Rob, and we all know. I mean, we see him every day. He works out with us all summer. He works out with us in practice, so we see that he could do it. It was just great to see him finally be clear to plan a game and get to do it against another team. And everybody just, like I say, he just shows us like persevere through any adversity because that's what he does. So.
Did you notice that he was more excited than you've seen recently?
I mean, T-Rob is an energy guy. He's excited every day, but he was very hyped, and I think it definitely helps with his confidence. He definitely looked way more confident going out there after that run, even though he looked confident the whole game, blocking and hitting people. But after that run, he definitely that's definitely a confidence boost when you know I can still get that burst out of myself.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Anyone else on Zoom want to ask a question? No?
We'll go to the Guzman Kids Club.
Bryson, what do you think has improved?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking. Scoring in the second half, we had a couple of 3-and-out stops. The defense made some good plays, but we gotta finish those drives and score more touchdowns. So yeah, thank you for asking.
How are academy games different from regular season games?
Academy games are just different because the rivalry, the pageantry, it has a long history than